Good day, folks. Thank you so much for joining us today. Today we have with us Fouzia Tariq. Came to Canada initially in 2002, then eventually finally moved to Canada in 2007, and then has taken on an entrepreneurial journey, a very interesting journey. She will talk about that. So let's get started. So first of all, Fouzia, thank you so much for joining. And can you just get started by telling us a little bit about yourself first?
Um, so just a bit about myself that I'm a florist and event decorator. And how I started, since I graduated, I wanted to do something of my own and not to work for someone. And it took me a while to decide what to do. So I started with teaching women of all ages the same thing that I'm doing, the flower craft and other stuff, and self painting as well, but flowers were the main part. And so I started in 98 in Pakistan. And I kept doing it and I kept conducting those classes until 2006. And then finally we moved here in 2007. And I thought that, okay, that's the end of my entrepreneurship and I should start working as a whatever I'll get because I wasn't sure. My education was in arts and design. I got my degree in that, so I wasn't sure where will I end up. So I was hired by a medical clinic as a customer service representative, and soon I was in charge of the billing and OHIP and all that stuff. So I was doing it and I was enjoying my life. But in the meantime, while I was helping friends and family with their decor needs and flower needs, but not a registered business. But in the meantime, I was approached by one of my siblings that she wants a design to create a design for the TCF. That's the Citizen Foundation. And I like, okay, I can do it. And I had no idea where I'm stepping into, what I'm doing, what I'm expecting for myself. I was working at full time. And she said, okay, you just design and let me know. I designed it. She sent the pictures or the sample itself, and they loved it. And they said, okay, we are ready to place the order, 100 or 90 centimeters. And but we have to give it to a registered firm, which I wasn't. And I'm like, okay, so let's register since I know. And I'm like, okay. So I got my company. Simply Elegant was registered at that time. And that's how I started and never turned back. And loving it so far.
So your company
Got
name is Simply Elegant.
Simply Elegant Florals.
Simply Elegant for, and you were basically, so you did talk about home decor as well. So you did not pursue that side of things then.
Not home decor, event decor.
Event decor.
Event decor is more like for me. Home decor is something that I do it just on the side. Like it's not, I never pursued that career as my passion or anything. It's just that I like to decor my own home or my kids or whoever needs my help, but never as a career.
Never
Never.
experienced. Okay, cool. So how do you go about finding customers and what is one day in the life of Fouzia Tariq? When you wake up, you like doing Facebook ads or like you're going through word of mouth. How do you approach things?
For me, it's word of mouth, only word of mouth from one to other, repeated customers, friends, and everyone. And I would also add here networking, which I learned the hard way, but networking is a crucial part of any entrepreneurship, which I highly recommend that it's important. And you have to gauge yourself where you stand and what type of networking you want to go to or where you want, because everything is everywhere. You have to learn yourself that what is the best place for you. So yeah, my day is just like in the morning when I just get up and I sit in front of my computer, I know there's some order waiting for me, there's some message waiting for me, there's an email waiting for me, and then that's how we start, and that's it. And after that, we place an order, we start working on it. We means me and sometimes my part-time labor. So that's how we start.
That's
That I
interesting.
know that, yeah, for what event I need labor, for what event I don't need labor, for what delivery I need a delivery person, or what I can deliver it myself. So all those things has to be decided after we speak with the customer, after we receive the order.
So before we were talking about you being you having moved to Cambridge, how does that impact business now? Because a lot of things are happening in
Um,
Toronto, right?
I'm still in Milton, half still in Milton, because few of my clients who are with me since last 4 or 5 years, they are still there. So, and I don't want to stop their business, or I don't want to tell them that no, I'm not anymore here, or I won't be serving you. So I don't want to do that. And still, like 3 days I'm in Milton and 4 days I'm in Cambridge. So I'm planning to start advertising in Cambridge now. So hopefully soon it will start.
Hopefully,
But so
hopefully.
far it's been working.
Yeah, perfect. So as an entrepreneur, when you moved here, you moved here, you kind of navigated your path through. And if there are other folks who are moving to Canada and want to pursue the entrepreneurship or the small and medium enterprise, as you may call it, what would be your advice to those individuals?
Take a proper route. Don't find back doors, loopholes. Don't go for those things. There's no shortcuts, there's nothing. Find a proper way. Whatever line you are selecting, choosing, just try to find a proper way and then follow that. Because any shortcut can lead you in a place where you don't want to be. And it takes a while. I'm not saying it's just like overnight thing, but it takes a while for you to get yourself out, to spread your name, to make connections, to have people start trusting you and your services. So, and so far, knock on wood, we don't have any negative reviews in last 7 years. We always get repeated clients. We always get my new business is from my older clients, either their friends, either their family, or either their relatives. So that's how it is.
Amazing, amazing. One
Yeah.
last question I have for you, Fouzia, is how do you in all of this, how do you manage your family and your work? How does it, because in entrepreneurship is a very demanding work in itself,
It's
right? It's not a 9 to 5
24/7.
job. So
Yes, it's 24/7. Like sometimes, yes, those are the days when, in the beginning, it was a bit difficult for me because I'm very family oriented and I want to spend time with my kids and my husband, and we want to have weekends together. But the other thing is that my events are mostly on weekends. Mostly on weekends. So now what happens that if my event is on Saturday, the Sunday is with my family, or so that's how we do it. But weekdays are always in the evening. I spend time with my family regardless. But if I have a huge event which I cannot spend time with my family, so I try to make it up for that lost time. I don't gain back that time, but I spend more time with them for the next week. But it's very important. You can be an entrepreneur and you can not have a family. That's not what we are here for. So I would highly recommend to find a balance between both. And it's difficult. It's not easy. You will learn it with your mistakes. You will learn it hard way, but you will do it.
absolutely, absolutely. That's the great advice. Thank you so much, Fauziya, for taking the time out today
My
to talk to
pleasure.
us,
Thank
and
you
I
so much.
really appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.